Kia ora whānau, have a look at this. Titiro ki ina ngā kōrero I kōrero tia e pāna ki te kaupapa o ngā paupau e tuakene I roto I te whare orang. We now have these beautiful descriptors that explains the kaupapa behind the pou that we have inside te whare oranga Kiri. Beautiful spaces now. They hang on the inner side of our pou, and they just give a little kōrero explanation of what each pou means. So for example, te haerenga, this one here, anei te kōrero o te haerenga, kei rungake. There it is there. And te mea, carry on. Tuku mātauranga is around the other side, and haure whā is on this side. These beautiful pou done by Pene on behalf of the Kiwi community. Now, one of the things that I've been thinking about in this place, look how we've got a chapel which you'll go and do contemplative thinking and worshipping and so forth. But for Māori, it's sitting around our pou. Like we do in our whare, we sit by our pou, and particularly if we're identifying with one particular pou, we'll come and sit beside it. And often people will look at you and see and say, oh yeah, particularly if it's a tribal pou, they go, oh, that's where that whānau's from. That's who they belong to. And so what I would encourage, if you're down at the Kiri community and looking around, come and sit inside te whare oranga. And maybe you open up the scriptures and sit beside one of the pou and do some reflection, some karakia for your whānau, karakia for your hapu and iwi, karakia for those, particularly for this one here, te timatanga. They kōrero about the beginnings of the work of Māori work amongst Māori in the 1900s. You might want to pray for mission in New Zealand and the ministry of the church in New Zealand. You may want to think about the different stories that each of these pou represent, the reflection of scripture, the reflection of who Jesus is. And ask the Lord, ha tātou kōrero ki a mātou I tēnei wā. Ha tātou kōrero ki au, ki tōku whānau, ki tōku iwi, ki tōku hapu. And allow the word to soak into us. And as this pou here, Te Taro o Tōra talks about the bread of life. I am the way, the truth and the life. And maybe in the midst of our reflecting and contemplating and worshipping, that the Lord will speak to us and nourish us and feed us. Koe ana whānau, anei ngā pou, e tuake nei, I roto I te whare oranga o Kiri. We have a space here that can be used as a place of worship, a reflection, a place of reorientating ourselves to what the things of the Lord is doing in us. Maybe it's a time to strip away the things of this world, the agendas of this world and the politics of this world and the voices of this world, and come and sit in silence to hear what God is saying, and encouraging you in how to grow. Maybe it's time for us to go on a journey. Maybe it's time for us to learn how to feed others. Maybe it's time for us to think about what the revelation of light or being connected to the branches, or maybe like the starting of the journey many years ago, God is calling you onto a new beginning, starting something new in your life and the community that you're part of. Nō reira whānau, he mihi tēnei ki a koutou, he mā taki ana. Give us a thumbs up if this has been okay for you. Oh man, look at the colours, the lighting, beautiful, beautiful. I know, anyway, if you're around the Kiwi community in Penrose, pop in. Ask them to show you the po, and you can have a little read and reflect on the beautiful designs that are here. Okay, Bisha whānau.